Yo, my name is Zosh.
Yo, it's Young Static.
What's cracking, guys? This is Christian from Honda Vlog.
Yo, vatos locos. This is Lazymangarage. And you know who you're watching?
You're watching Lazymangarage.
You're watching Lazymangarage.
And you're watching Lazy Man's Garage.
Lazy Man Garage.
It's a fully built engine, but we have a problem here. The reason why his head wasn't seating properly was because these four head studs were stripped, so they got time sorted, so he got all of them all perfectly good. That's fine, dude. I cuss all the time. So the reason why he had a little bit of milky substance in his head, like when you check the oil, it looked a little bit milky, is because this is 0.002%
Did you get it like
off.
this, or did you
COVID-19?
sleeve it?
COVID-19, dude.
Whoa.
So this was off right here, so that's why he had a little bit of coolant mixed in with his oil. So right now what he's gonna do is take out his pistons and everything so he can get the head deck, the block deck, change his rear main seal because this is leaking because he doesn't have proper crank ventilation.
I think it's the bolt.
Just make sure we know for sure it's gonna work, you know?
Alex, what are you doing right now?
It's B16 too. I think that's even better.
Brushing his teeth.
Yeah.
I think the CTR is the same gear ratio as the EM1, just it has that LSD final drive.
I think the JDM has a different gear ratio though.
We'll try it, man. Like I said,
I'm not sure.
I'm not trying to blow it though. You know what I mean? I'm not doubting your train of how everything goes. It's just I want to be 100%. Make sure she's not gonna blow.
Didn't shock you at all when I burped. Nothing. I never get a reaction out of you.
What's your name?
Jimmy,
Bob, we got a baby eats a boy.
I'm Hector.
you do look like a Hector.
Yes, sir.
That's a good compression.
Really good compression, dude.
That's what Jay said. I
Yay!
had.
Look at all the stuff that's in there.
I can smell the E85.
Yeah, it breaks down your oil real fast.
Look, the gas skipper right in told me to go with. I'm gonna use this shit again.
Oh, dude, you can use that shit as much as you want, as long as you don't kick it.
I bent it. No, I'm kidding. It's new actually. It's probably like 3 months old.
Now, when I do my LSV tech, because you're an LSV tech guy, what do I? Well, I didn't know you were.
No,
LSV.
it's a B20.
I thought you were B20. Fuck
Here,
you.
find
You're
find
broken, so
them.
I'm not asking you.
Fuck you. So what pickup and baffle do I use?
They say
Because I'm going with the GSR. Do I if I'm doing road race, do I have to baffle? I have to baffle my pan, obviously, because.
Yeah.
So do you know anybody who does baffling? Because I can buy the baffle for the pan.
I believe
Yeah, like an OEM pan. Yeah.
Spoon has a baffled pan.
Yeah, but I don't have $400.
Using my GSR
That shit
pan,
ain't
it's
blue
baffled.
yet.
It is, but baffles for road racing.
I don't know what a baffle for road racing looks like.
It looks like a circle in the middle, like right where the right where the pickup goes. It's a little circle thing.
My bottom end's it's all stock, and I rode.
Honestly, for what you're doing,
I road
dude,
raced the shit out of it.
You can do OEM, everything, and just focus
Jesus,
on
that's
suspension
good.
and brakes. Because you're not going after power, because you'll never get whatever power you're going for, because you're stopping and going, stopping and going,
Yeah,
stopping and going.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
the
if I do a
horsepower
dyno.
don't matter fucking road racing. It doesn't matter how you fucking control your car around the fucking turns.
Oh, I got really good suspension. You remember the setup, but I mean, like I'm hoping, like at least when I build this motor, at least 190, 200 maybe.
Nah, that'd be good for a road race.
I'd be really happy with that.
My homie has a.
ARP,
Fuck, show them
buddy.
what happened.
It was this big, and then I went, now it's this big.
Damn. And that was for
That's the block.
which one was that one? This one right here.
No, that's weight reduction right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one less bolt. You don't need it.
I need a 12. That's a 12, right? 12
Yeah, 12. I would assume. Check
12 point.
12 point.
Long time.
He's gonna need his crank polished. That's Ryan acting like he's a child. The rest of the crank doesn't look too bad. Or everybody already knows he's the orange highlighter right there.
That's how you determine engine failure. You use your iPhone and look at it.
This one's not too bad.
Because
Does it mean it have holes?
Because my iPhone says.
This one, not too bad. But the rest of them, they have a little bit of a, where is it?
What's the tool?
They have elegance.
Scarring on it. Well, not scoring, but
And it separates and it has a little digital number on it. It's like a
Spit. Yeah, you spit on it to make sure it fits.
yeah. So I think he had Crankwalk.
measure your fucking to measure your. That was like a micro.
This one, this is the one that burnt the crank.
Yes or no? Spit is the gauger.
Don't mind the water on my face. That I wasn't crying or sweating. A bug hit me in the eye. So now Alex has to get a new crank. Well, not a new crank, but he has to get his crank polished because we think that the person who built the original motor used a stock LS crank and they didn't have it balanced. So they put an aftermarket crank pulley on it, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to get it mounted and balanced. So that means you have to get it balanced with the whole assembly, with the crank pulley and everything, to make sure that it actually rotates right. Because if you put a new crank pulley on it instead of the OEM one, it loses its balance and it kind of causes like a crank walk, so it kind of causes it to wobble. So what happened in his motor was it burned all of them except for cylinder 4. The rod bearings, or the main bearings on the pistons on 4 was okay, but the rest of them had burn marks and scoring marks. Only on cylinder 1, the crank had a burn mark on it, which is not good. So it's a good thing we got to it when we did. His head was stripped, so think about 4 bolts by the crank pulley by cylinder 1. 4 of the bolts were loose, so when he torqued them down, they didn't fully grab. So that's why he was losing oil, because it was seeping out. And he was right in the middle of the block, in between cylinder 2 and 3 is a little wall, and it has a little bit of a divot, so he has to get the block decked, but we don't know how much he can actually get it decked. So from what the machine shop said that he went to, said that it's 0.002 off. So I don't know what that would be in measurements or inches or millimeters, but that's what he needs to do, is he needs to get it redecked. And then he needs to get the new main and rod bearings, because more than likely the mains are completely gone, and he needs to get it mounted and balanced. So after that happens, his motor should be good to go, and then he needs to get it tuned on E85, and he'll be making some serious power. Okay, so here's what I've been doing for the past few days. I've been learning how to port and polish. So as you guys see here, I haven't finished this one yet, but this one's pretty much finished. I got rid of all the flash casting, and it feels pretty smooth to the touch, but I still need to sand it, and after I sand it I can polish it. But this is a knife edge, since it's the intake, so it cuts through really smooth. Even on the valve side, everything is symmetrical. I even did the exhaust side, so everything is smooth. That is all this is all smooth. And on the intake side again, more intake. This is cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what these also this will raise the compression if you smoothen these out, because it has like a little lip to it on each side. So if you smooth it out like how I did here, and you eliminate that, then you sand this down and polish all this, it will raise the compression and it'll help out against I think. Sorry about that, I had a phone call. So I made these smooth, I grinded them all down, and then you sand them out, and then you polish all of this, polish all that. You don't need to use sandpaper on this, because that will mess it up, but you sand all this, like you polish it, and it helps with combustion, and it helps raise the compression, and it helps kind of eliminate carbon buildup, because sometimes you'll see these and they're all dark and whatnot. They're kind of dark, like how these what are these called, valve seats are. So they end up getting corroded and gross. But I've seen a lot of porting and polishing jobs done. This is my first time doing it, so you guys can critique me all you want. but I'm just trying to learn. This is a B20 head, so the original goal is to finish this head, take it to SB Machine Shop, and have it flowed decked, or is what it's called, like where they put it on a flow deck, and see how good it is. Get the head resurfaced because I kind of fucking jumped it a little bit. Get the head resurfaced and then put everything back together, and this B20 head will be ready for sale for somebody who wants to go turbo, because it'll have better airflow on both sides. And how can you say no to a B20 turbo ported and polished head? That you'll get way better airflow and more horse for your, and more bang for your buck. All right, so I got the sanding bits thanks to Robert. Thank you, Robert. And Louise. Louise went. What's up, Michael? What's up, Kevin? What up, Marcus? Marcus Wavy. So this is what it looked like before, and that's what it looked like now. It's all smooth, but I still need to do some sanding. As you guys can see, the little pock marks on this side. You can see that I've been polishing it out with this. Well, it's the sanding bits. I still have to polish it because this is all like really what's the word I'm looking for? Rough, and this is like kind of smooth. Like I can feel it in here, smooth. But there's a part that I feel underneath when you put your finger in right here that I still need to get to. It's right up in there. Can't get that part right over there. But I'm trying. But other than that, I don't think that's too bad. Rob, can you shine your phone light right here for me real quick? So I can see how it looks. They're playing bullshit.
Pot of greed.
Yeah, that looks good. You do it on this one? You gotta like get closer to the valves. Where is it? It's bad, and then go that one. Pretty shiny. Okay, so MPC came through with some hardware for me. This is Costello, and you guys know me. I hook up everybody with something, at least with one thing. And Costello likes this.
Beer guzzler.
Because he's a beer guy. So let's see. I got my hardware. Another koozie. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Garrett. Got my. Okay.
Oh.
Watch out. Watch out now. MPC glasses.
You bought it.
Rocking it like my mama has it. Like she gave it to me. Let's see what else we got. We got what looks like some stickers. That is my personal information. You guys can see that. We got some stickies.
Oh, it's tight.
Look at that one.
That's fucking tight. That's tight.
We got some stickies. We got what looks like a lanyard. Can you open that?
Of course I can. My horse. Damn, fat fingers.
Got a lanyard because mine's is all torn apart. NPC Motorsports lanyard. Noise, noise, noise. I'm gonna get into these right now. So what we got here is VTEC solenoid hardware. I got it in black because I'm going a different route on the valve cover. Instead of it being yellow, my friend's gonna give me a OEM GSR wrinkled black one, so I'm gonna be using that instead. That one's gonna go on my wall. And this is the distributor hardware. I don't think it has a part number for you guys, but if you guys are interested in this, I'll leave a link to their website down below. It's premium quality, and it's built in the USA. America. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Garrett. You guys are fucking awesome at NPC. I'm also in talks with them, and fingers crossed, we have some work coming together. So stay tuned for that. And here's what it looks like with all the hardware. So you get three hardware in the caps for the VTEC solenoid. You also get 3 here, and on the distributor you get 3 new Allen key screws instead of the OEM ones, which are, where are they? I had one. These instead of these, and they strip out. So, and then you get new correct bolts for it. I haven't fully tightened them all in yet, but because there's no new gasket or anything in it, but you can see how it looks. Shit's banging, son. So we got the MPC hardware, the MPC distributor hardware and VTEC cylinder hardware, and the MPC cam gasket, which I haven't silicone yet, and the MPC stainless steel intake studs and exhaust studs and intake studs with stainless steel nuts for them. So thing's coming out beautiful. I'm loving it. And then still need to get the black hardware that goes for it with MPC, because I want my whole head to be black. I'm not painting it black, but I want the valve cover to be black and wrinkled because I like that whole Type R look. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, because I know there's a lot of stuff going around since this whole COVID thing is starting, and a lot of people are kind of losing their minds. But just stay positive. Try to keep busy. Try to do something with yourself. Like if you have a project you need to get done, now's the time to do it. So that's why I picked up on doing this porting thing that I'm trying to learn. But talked to a few other porters out there on Instagram, and they're telling me that I'm doing a good job so far, but I need to cut more, because it's just getting rid of the flash casting is only giving it a 1% increase on power. So I need to work on that a little bit more. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys like this video, please smack that like button. Please make sure you guys subscribe. Please share this with your friends. If you guys need anything for your motor, like needed to be rebuilt and need head work done, head over to SB Machine Shop. If you guys need anything for your car, head on over to OMO Motorsports. All their links is down below. If you guys want any of the hardware that I have ordered from MPC, their link is also down below in the description down below. My name is Chris from Lazymangarage, and I'm lazy, so you don't have to be. Peace.